What is up, folks? A very great, happy Monday. Hari ini dah hari Isnin, and thank you so much for coming on board together with us here at ACTnow Hot Issue. What's for lunch? Mio Adnan here, as always, with you guys every single weekday from Monday to Friday, coming to you at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, bringing you whatever that is hot, whatever that is current, whatever that is that we want to share with you, discuss with you on our platform. So make sure you guys like this video, give us down a comment, and make sure you guys share this as well to tell the world of whatever hot issue that we want to bring out every single time. And of course, I never like to do this alone. I am with my partner in crime. I'm with the man who is behind Act Now, who always has an opinion of things out there, ladies and gents. Melvin Lam. Hey Melvin, what is up?
Hi, good afternoon. So, how was you went out this on the weekend
I
to
was
you
yeah.
travel?
No, I did not travel, but I did work on the weekends though. But it
Oh,
was very productive. It was a very productive weekend for me. Rather than just hanging around with the family, chilling out and everything. So I had to work. It's part of my duty most of the time on the weekends. But I didn't manage to actually go anywhere apart from that. I tak sempat lagi nak rentas negeri untuk melawat any of my families or pergi berjalan-jalan. But yeah, maybe soon perhaps. You dah jalan dah ke? Did you go out?
no, no, no. I probably used to spend weekends at home right now. But
Mm.
how's the traffic when you went to work?
Traffic was a bit non-existent. As you know, tomorrow is actually a public holiday in Malaysia, right? So I believe
Yeah.
a lot of people out there are taking the advantage of getting a 4 day weekend. Hari ni diorang banyak ambil cuti. So jalan dekat KL macam tenang, Melvin. Macam hari pertama waktu MCO dulu, Melvin.
Oh, I last night I received a so-called from I saw the postings from Genting Highlands.
All right.
In the evening at quite late night, there was congested. People are rushing down,
Rushing down or
downhill.
going up?
They're rushing downhill. Yes,
Okay, wih,
was a
bahaya
traffic
rushing
back to
downhill tu,
back.
turun bukit tu. Bahaya tu. But yeah, I guess like we would like to wish everyone out there siapa yang pergi bercuti to have fun obviously, but also kena jaga SOP semua tu, okay? Because we are
Yes, yes,
definitely
yes. It's very
not
important.
yeah.
Very important that we stay disciplined.
Yeah, exactly. Sebab kita
Alright.
masih lagi dalam kemelut COVID-19. We are still in the whole COVID-19 fiasco, which we are not done yet. Even though the first topic that we want to talk about today, even though that things are getting back to normal, getting back to some sort of normality, hence why we want to bring out the topic as what has been reported by our Ketua Pengarah or Director General of the Ministry of Health, Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham. We're talking about changing. We're talking
Yeah.
about transforming from a pandemic, transitioning from being in the pandemic state into the endemic state. Melvin, great news, right?
Yes,
Finally,
it's good.
finally, it's here.
Is it this week we are moving to endemic? Or
As
is it
per
just
reported, yeah, it is. We're still preparing. I think the Ministry of Health is targeting come the new year, but we are definitely in that process of entering that phase, Melvin.
Oh, I see, I see. So officially, it's not announced on the actual day yet,
Hmm.
but we are preparing ourselves right now, right?
Yep, correct. That is very much so because, as per reported, the country will be moving into the endemic stage of the COVID-19, and all Malaysians have to be prepared to adapt to the new norm. Because even though it's going to be classified as an endemic, but we still need to adhere to the SOPs as what we are practicing normally right now.
Yeah, yes. I think, but what's the difference between? I mean, we know what is pandemic.
Yeah.
They're moving into endemic. What's the difference between endemic and prior to before the existence of COVID-19? Is it back
Uh,
to?
yeah, because I mean, like from my understanding, at least, Melvin, when you talk about being in an endemic state, it is that we are living with the virus. It's not that we are able to kill the virus 100% out there. Bye bye, see you kind of thing from COVID-19. We need to embrace COVID-19 is among us, is around us, and we need to learn how to live with it, as how we have lived with dengue around, how we have lived with some other type of viruses out there, like even the normal flu. That is actually
Yeah.
some sort of an endemic as well, but it's something that we need to learn to live with it and abide by it and go through with it as well.
Yeah, that's why I bring up the subject. We have to be every day when we wake up, please remind yourself the COVID-19, the Delta virus, or more advanced names, whatever virus it is still there.
Yeah,
And we have to follow strictly. We are saying we have to be disciplined. Not to say, oh, it's all over. It's not over yet. We are actually living next to a very dangerous virus,
correct. Yeah,
right? So that is the endemic. So the economies have to open up because otherwise it's worse than having
yeah,
so-called COVID-19. Have to, the countries, the whole world economies have to function, have
yeah.
to grow, has to stimulate all the so-called prosperous and all these things. So, but bear in mind, please, everyone here, the virus is still around us.
Yeah, correct. Itu yang apa yang disarankan sebenarnya oleh Tan Sri Dr. Noh Hisham, our Ketua Pengarah of Kementerian Kesihatan. He's actually mentioning that no, we have been successful thus far in averting a national disaster, but new strategies will be in place in accordance to treating the life, or should I say our lives right now living in this endemic stage. Bermaknanya ada strategi baru. Marvin, there's new strategies, there's new ways for us to see the world, live our lives, to make sure that we abide by the new ruling ataupun cara yang terbaiknya for us to actually live through this endemic stage, apart from
Yes,
having all of the SOPs. Tapi I takut sebenarnya when they say about new strategies in place, maknanya SOPs akan bertambah lagi ke, takkan jadi 10 lagi lah.
I think there will be. I don't know the number, 10 or less than 10, but I think a basic discipline like social distancing,
Mm.
physical distancing, uh, is a must.
Mm-hmm.
Too overcrowded place is not. It should not be at all.
Okay.
Yeah, good air ventilations means that a more hygienic place that we live in, or even the outlets, whatever, they have to come in place. So
Okay.
to say we cannot have 100% capacity of a ballroom, let's say there's a functions and all those things, it cannot be as normal before the COVID-19 virus came in picture. Let's say 100 tables, make sure 100% capacity, make sure it's probably 70, 80, the max. Everyone have to wear the mask. Social distancing is a must. If a table for 10, probably 5 is too drastic. A table for 7 now turn into.
Yeah.
So it's
Tapi
more
no,
comfortable.
Yeah, I understand your concern when you talk about
Yeah.
physical distancing for that matter. Tapi I nak bagi you sebagai contoh, kalau kita nak move into the endemic phase, if we are living with the virus, at the end of the day, my personal belief, at least my
Mm.
personal point of view, is that if we are living in an endemic phase, I think we should be able to actually get people to have that sort of normality. I mean, like open, what you call it, maximum capacity. Having those crowds back again. It's just that sekarang ni, yes, endemic stage kita dah, we're being vaccinated, kita dah ada, precaution towards that. Hence why I think, endemic stage kita masih lagi dapat, tapi kita kena pakai mask lagi lah. Macam
Yeah,
contohnya, again,
it's
I always love to give the example how people in the UK are treating it, how people in the US are treating it, some places at least. They're treating it as an endemic thing already, even though that they can, be in the same place, ramai semua, tapi diorang dah vaksin, diorang masih ada yang pergi pakai mask. So those are the steps. Tapi I rasa capacity tu dia orang nak buka dah, Melvin.
yeah, but then I think endemic itself should be in stages as well, not just as endemic 100% go for it.
Yeah.
Just like where we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, endemic should have phases as well.
Correct.
When we start endemic, probably we have to monitor the first 3 quarters, first 3 months, how the maximum we can grow to go to the next phase of the endemic.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot, we can't compare, in terms of economics from the West, like it or not. All right. We know that we are suffering economically in Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So endemic, yes, I welcome endemic, but it should be in phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 as well.
Yeah, actually, I totally agree with you. Kita tak boleh nak terus macam open our doors straight away without having that level of total understanding, having that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. I totally agree with you. We need to open up. Yes,
Yeah.
wajib kita kena open up, but we need to do it gradually and proportionately and not just like,
You know why,
shebang.
Mio? Because
Mm,
people like us, uh, probably we are too, and probably not included, but most of people like us are not
mm.
disciplined when we're out there.
I discipline. So not people like us, people like you maybe. I discipline.
Okay. You see, we have to hold the organize, let's say a event, the organizers responsible.
Sure.
We have to hold the fund, let's say the venue operator, whatever it is, to be responsible, even the restaurants and all these things, make sure. Because we do have people are not prepared to be vaccinated yet. This was a issue recently. Whether are we going to treat them harshly, or some say no, we should not treat them harshly,
Mhm.
so we still have that number, even it's only one in the country, it's still a number,
Yeah,
you
correct.
know. So it would be good we have no phase one, phase two, phase three of the endemic.
Correct. Yeah. Macam kita ada MCO 1.0, kita ada MCO 2.0, so on and so forth. I believe that with the endemic phase as well, we should have different stages
Yeah,
to get ourselves ready at the end of the day untuk kita ready. Because what it has been also quoted by the finance minister, Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul, he actually envisioned or he has actually put a KPI to himself that Malaysia's economy is to be fully reopened internationally by the end of the year before presuming to pre-pandemic growth in 2022. Ini bermakna kita dah sebenarnya ready to open our doors to the outside world for our economy to fully run, investors coming back into Malaysia, from China, from Middle East, from US, Europe, wherever it is, for us to chase back untuk kita menggerakkan balik ekonomi kita. So that's
yes,
what Zafar actually said.
that is something that I hope he's right,
Mm.
right? Because a lot of
I sense some
his
skepticism.
ministry, of course, we have to have the motivation. We have no, it's very propaganda message. Yeah, we should do it with all these things. I said, but we ourselves, if anything happens, siapa
Mm.
yang mati, siapa yang suffer is people at large.
Okay.
So we have to play our part as well. You know,
Exactly. We need to play our
we
part.
have for almost 2 years we have learned it from the hard way. We have learned it from
Exactly.
hardship. So don't blindly say endemic is now open every branch into it. Yes, because everything single day, even how mild, even we are fully vaccinated, we can still able to contact even in the mild stage,
Correct. Yeah.
right?
Speaking
I
about
don't think it's a good experience. I don't think it's a good experience, even though we oh yeah, we are fully vaccinated. We're not going to be good. Enter ICU for it, but that we are we get the stress.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about stress, some people, I mean, like, in regards to the topic that we're discussing right now,
Yeah,
changing from pandemic to endemic, yes, it does give a lot of stress to people, and a lot of people are actually trying to find a way to de-stress themselves, trying to nak slow
yeah,
down, trying to ni. Tapi ada yang daripada pandemic kepada endemic yang terus tak ada demic dah. Kenapa? Sebab in Johor apparently people are
yes,
not doing what they're supposed to do because the Johor Cops has actually nabbed 80 people dekat dalam pusat hiburan in a pub, in a bar somewhere, and
yeah.
surprise surprise, orang yang influential including one dato and two civil servants yang kerja dengan kerajaan negeri atau kerajaan pusat, I tak tahulah, kerajaan persekutuan,
Uh,
tapi these people are flaunting SOP sebab dia nak relieve stress dia orang, Melvin. Kesian kan dia orang?
I don't question them just because they have title or they are civil servants. They have to abide by the laws. This suppose if I have the way street the title ships, street the title ship. They are not a good example for the public. They are
Yeah.
bad example for the public. So this is what I mean. The
Mm.
endemic, yes, it have to be opened. We have to live with endemic, but phase one, phase two, phase three.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
these are, I mean, like, granted, these are the stories that are being published by our media, by I mean, for example, for this newspaper article is actually from the Star. But you can imagine how many more out there stories ataupun cerita yang tak dipublishkan, yang that has
Yes.
not been reported. I bet you, especially right now, especially looking at whatever it is that people are uploading on the Instagram, contohnya, I mean granted sekarang kita boleh pergi bercuti semua, but when you look at the videos, when you look at the pictures, you tend to think like COVID dah mati. And that's
Yeah.
scary to have that sort of feeling, Melvin.
Right. So you see, let me see. Actually, on phase 3, those pubs is not allowed to open up yet, isn't it, Mio?
Yeah, because again, as you know, pubs and bars, they are a very social gathering type of place, and I believe that they are not able to run their business until a certain phase comes in. I don't know, phase 4,
Yeah.
phase
So
5, or
it's
whatever.
still not
Yeah.
allowed to open up. I mean, sad to say, I mean, those drinking holes.
Yeah. I mean, like, not we're saying that they should close down entirely, but we know for a fact that macam kita dah bincang ni, I think we've spoken about this last week in saying
Hmm.
that should you're under the influence, should you there's alcohol involved, your physical distancing become physical embracing. Betul tak sebenarnya? So
Yes,
so
I think all those.
yeah.
I was told. I mean, I heard from weekends, those karaoke are not allowed to open yet. Pubs, all those things are not allowed to open up yet.
Mm. So
Yeah.
yeah, we,
So
we
I
we
think,
totally understand that
yeah.
business owners, you are in a bind, you nak jalankan your business juga, but like it or not, at the end of the day, I mean, unless you try, unless you what you call it, manufacture face masks, you manufacture rubber gloves, then you can open lah. But until that, I rasa susah sikit lah, Marvin. So lah,
I
how do
believe.
you give chance to these people?
I don't know. I believe there are more stories about this in times to come. You see more reports on such things happening.
Yeah, definitely. I think we definitely will be talking about this until year end because there's a lot of activities out there that needs attention, and we at Hot Issue here will be bringing it to you guys. Now, moving into our
Right.
second topic that we have here, there has been a ruckus happening. The Pulau Mutiara, Pulau Pinang ataupun Penang, as a lot of international travelers would know, is known for its beauty beaches, nice resorts, great food, especially, and a shopping haven for plenty of Malaysians. But it is also now being declared as one of the place, if you tak ikut cakap, you may get public caning macam zaman sekolah dulu. Alvin, what the heck is going on
It's a
in
very
the island
shame.
of Penang?
It's very shameful. This news is very shameful. First, it's so inhuman, and happens into a prestige place where the chief minister office is in Komta, and this was it was reported on October 6th. It's quite early morning, 9:55 a.m. to be exact. Two men assaulted the victim with a cane repeatedly in front of a bank in Komta building. And then they went further investigations and found these both suspects often beat beggars and homeless people around the area. This is something very insane to me. I mean, probably we have seen or watched or read about such articles elsewhere in other countries, but in Malaysia,
Yeah.
I felt very disturbed when I read this article.
Yeah, it is so true. I cannot believe that this is happening in our own backyard where human beings tak kisahlah whether they are beggars ke, whether they are homeless people. You patut lagi kesian sebenarnya to these people. And yet they are being treated like, I mean, again, if
Like
okay, I
animals.
mean again, you are an animal lover, Melvin. You are an
I
animal
am,
lover.
yeah.
Imagine kalau you nampak orang tiba-tiba baling batu ke, rotan kucing ke, anjing ke, you will get super mad, right? Now, imagine it's being done to another human being. I mean,
Yes.
what the heck?
You see, these two suspects they went for urine tests, but they were both negative. Means that they are physically okay, mentally okay. They're not under any influence.
Okay.
Means that they have they been empowered asking these questions? Have they been blessed by the chief minister of Penang in his office to whack people?
Maybe their job title under there is security guard / whacker. I mean, like, oh my god. And to think, and yang nak buat sedih lagi, the fact that this video, I mean, like, we have to be grateful that this video actually went viral and a lot of people look at the video and lodge a
Yeah.
report about it. But imagine the whole intention, I can guarantee you. Reason orang yang ambil video ni the first time around is to share with their friends like, seronoknya tengoklah padan muka dia kena pukul. Bank terrornya aku semua. I bet that was their first intention, Marvin. I mean, akal dah kan. These people, they're not really even thinking that treating human beings like this is unacceptable.
Oh,
Totally
Mio,
unacceptable.
reading further, they are not actually the security from the security firm. They
Okay,
actually
they're
from a
not.
cleaning service company.
Okay,
Cleaning service
but
company will have hired 2 person to beat up people.
so rather than cleaning the place, so they are cleaning the people around and shooing them off by using capital force, by using violence. Oh my god! I mean, seriously. I mean, again, I'm not the nicest person in the world. I mean, like, my wife can tell you that, lah. My wife, my wife would never agree to that. But no, at the end of the day, we're still human beings. We are still human people that we need to treat people with respect, even though, like, tak kisahlah you CEO ke, you Datuk ke, you Tan Datuk pun kena tangkap lah pergi minum toddy dekat kelab malam kan. Kenapa dia tak kena rotan? Kenapa you rotan
Yeah.
beggars je? Why
You
the
see,
double standard? What is happening?
Mel, through our apps, ACTnow, we have received quite a number of issue
Hmm.
about street people. So what we do is that we highlight to the Kebajikan Malaysia, Jambatan
Yeah.
Kebajikan Malaysia to assist us, in getting the victim, also called the unfortunate people to the Rumah Kebajikan. That's the way you do. And then this is way, I mean, if they find them loitering around Komta and all these things, yes, they will say, oh, it's a nuisance, the 30 and all these things. Get the assemblyman or the Komta management to talk to the Jabatan Kebajikan Malaysia, or the state level to come to take these poor people, so that they can house them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It
should
is
be the way. They
exactly. I mean,
cannot
like, yeah.
tame them so that to make fear. It's very
Yeah.
uncalled for.
And to think, I mean, like, these unfortunate people, I would say so. I mean, the beggars, the homeless people, these are people who are in dire need of help. Mereka dah
Yeah,
memang tak ada cara lain dah, apart from living on the streets, apart from having to beg for their lives. Because you think everyone out there wants to be like that? Everyone out there wants to be sleeping by the side of the road and begging to get a day's meal, not even a day's meal, a meal for that matter, one particular meal. And we need to be compassionate about this. We have to be
yes,
grateful, one, for not able for not living like that. We are better than that, in regards of our way of living. But we need to be compassionate and help these people in any way that we can. Granted, kadang-kadang, yeah, they may not be, orang kata apa, uh cosmetically not nice, putting it lagi-lagi bangunan Komta when where the chief minister's office is. Tapi that, I mean, they do not, diorang tak sepatutnya to be treated like this. Again, like you said, kalau animals pun kita dah marah, apatah lagi manusia. And I want to share actually, Melvin, one
Hmm.
newspaper article that has been confirmed in saying that the culprits, or should I say the
Yeah,
stupid people, I pinjam kata-kata you balik, the stupid people who are actually doing these things to the homeless beggars have been arrested. I mean, thank God. Justice is being served right here. They have been arrested for injuring bystanders and recording
Hmm.
them. Padan muka diorang, Melvin.
yeah. They should put. Well, this time I will allow people who have their faces print as poster and paste all around the islands.
Yeah.
Even though I don't endorse that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think you see my cursor down here. The guy in the white shirt, so macho with his rotan, hitting these guys. I mean, you can look at the backslash, the markings at their back. It is horrendous. This is not what Malaysia is known for, Melvin. This is memalukan on so many levels.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, don't talk about tourists or foreigners seeing these articles. Me myself as a Malaysian, when I read these articles, I feel very ashamed.
Yeah.
I feel ashamed this still happens.
Yeah. In
They're
this
not.
current day and age, tahun 2021, we are living in a world where Internet is supreme. People upload stuff on their Instagram, and yet we still have this nonsense. It is totally unacceptable. But I guess we from Act Now. I mean, that's one of the things that people can definitely do with our wonderful app, isn't it? Should things like these happen,
Yeah,
that's how we can do our civic duty in helping out in
yeah.
lodging these
Because
kind of reports, Melvin.
sometimes, I mean, as a community or someone out there who don't know how to help, you don't know how
Mm,
to assist, just report to our app at now. We will definitely wants to assist.
yeah.
I mean, sometimes, I mean, not physically. If I see someone, I'm a Raj, I do not know. I do not know how to do it, but at least you can download the app and report it using the app. Let us assist the unfortunate. And you're doing a
Yeah,
good job. Rather than
exactly.
take a cane and chase them away.
No, because kadang-kadang kan, I mean, like, these people, like that, this incompetent people who are acting on violence, who are doing violent stuff to another human being. I mean, like, sometimes kalau kita pun datang, imagine if this were to happen near us, if we were to go and approach them, more often than not, kita yang juga kena rotan nanti, kita yang kena cane balik. So rather than causing more chaos, might as well, I mean, yeah, granted, you may not be able to help that person there and then becoming the hero, buka jadi Superman and whatnot. But at least you can do it after the fact by reporting, and by doing so, justice will be served one way or another to the accused person, to the people who are doing all of this act of stupidness sebenarnya. So
I have
that's
this
what,
idea. Why not we take a day or two off both of us? We go and drive off to Penang Komta, see whether such accident still happen.
yeah.
We will dress up as beggars. We will start as homeless. We go and sleep there and see whether we get wet or not.
Yeah, put some coal on our face kan, bagi hitam sikit, and then
Yeah.
nampak kotor sikit kan. Do some
Yeah.
social experiment, and then make sure that our cameraman that we hire, take our footage from afar and see how we are being treated. Whether people are gonna give us rice, or people gonna give us a smack in the face for being there. That would definitely be a very very interesting social experiment. To be honest, I takut sebenarnya, sebab I tak nak nanti I handsome, I dah kena pukul, nanti bengkak, Melvin. Takut jadi macam tu.
No, probably it's an excuse to go to Korea for cosmetic surgery.
I don't need that kind of thing. I'm happy with who I am. I don't need any cosmetic surgery. But all laughing matters aside, jokes aside, we do wanna hope that at least people who are governing the freaking building of Komta, which is the Mercu Tanda, the iconic building in Penang,
Yes.
please be responsible of whoever it is that you hire, and take responsibility for their actions, and own up to your own mistakes by hiring cleaners to hit people. Marah aku ni, seriously. Melvin,
This is why I
final
see
thoughts about this.
first one I see cleaners come with broom, mop, but this one come with cane.
I takut lepas ni, I nak hire orang cuci rumah I, dia datang bawa pisau pedang samurai tau. Dia bukan bawa datang vacuum. Dia pakai pedang samurai. Yes, tuan, saya nak kemas rumah, saya bawa pedang samurai. Mati aku. Oh my God. Marvin, seriously, panas. Topik panas, hot topic
Panas.
that we have today, hot issue that we have today. Yeah, definitely there's more hot issues, there's more sharings that we want to share with all of our viewers. Tomorrow, public holiday, but it is our civility to come back to you guys. You're going to be here as well again?
Yes, definitely. I will be with you all the way.
All right, cool. We'll see each other again tomorrow, Melvin. Take care. Thanks.
All right. You take care too. Bye.
All right. Okay, guys. A bit passionate. A bit of excessive expression, I say, from myself. Bukan kenapa kadang-kadang hot issue ni. Yalah, when it touches the heart, well, in regards to whatever it is that we are presenting to you guys, sometimes, it just blows your mind, the news and the issues that we actually bring up to you for our own benefit, for our own awareness, to make sure that we know what is happening out there, and make sure that things will not be repeated, if things are bad, of course. All right, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys have a great lunch moving ahead. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow on another edition of Hot Issue. What's for lunch? You are done here. Take care. See you. Bye.